Eagles, Giants, as Nabil mentioned. Someone's got to win this. Well, I guess they could have a tie. Eagles already have a tie, right? So maybe get another tie. It'd be like the Flyers. Giants haven't won in Philly since 2013. Eagles, looks like it was going to be easy. First and goal. Wentz is in his 5th rushing touchdown of the season. That leads Philadelphia. They lead early, 7-0. Daniel Jones's turn. Giants with the ball at the Eagles' 39. That's a beautiful throw to Golden Tate, who is in. The only catch of the game for Tate. Jones' 8th passing touchdown on dime throws. Tight window passes thrown 30 yards through the air. That's the most in the league since 2019. How about that? He can be accurate down the field. Giants tie the game. Second quarter. Jones. Evan Ingram? No. Jalen Mills diving grab for the interception. That throw's right there. Ingram's got to make that play. Jones has turned the ball over in 8 straight games, longest active streak, but that's not his fault. Ensuing Eagles possession, 2nd and 15. Wentz spins away from trouble. He'll never give up on a play. He'll look, and oh boy. That's a terrible turnover. James Bradbury, 10th interception. That's the most in the NFL. Turnover cost the Eagles a chance at some point. Third quarter, Giants still down. Daniel Jones. Oh, he's going to go. He could. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. Oh, like Steve Levy after one beer. Down goes 8.
That's low, man.
Oh, he's looking around. Too much head movement in the meal. Too much head movement.
He got too excited. Nobody's behind him.
He thought he was good. When is somebody going to catch me? Aren't the Eagles secondary fast? I should not be running this long on a football field. That was Saquon Barkley. All right, but thank goodness for Daniel's sake, they score and get the touchdown. I have to laugh because this time I've outfinessed myself. Wayne Gallman with the score. All right, start of the 4th. 14-10 Giants, the 1-5 Giants. We mentioned Wentz running the football. Push him, rugby. Stopped at the 3. Eagles keep their offense. 4th and goal from the 3. Throw it up for grabs. A lot of grabbing there. Grab. Nothing called. Butler can't make the connection. Logan Ryan. The Eagles turn the ball over. Still down 14-10. Ensuing Giants drive. Jones. Looks good for the Giants. First down, Sterling Shepard. He led the Giants with 6 catches. 3 plays later, Jones, Shepard. Joe Judge's family, Giants head coach, on hand. Yeah. Giants up 21-10. Here come the Eagles. Doesn't look good. We need a couple of scores late. Wentz. Need a chunk play. Could use a chunk play. John Hightower. A gain of 59. Wentz 25 of 43 for 359. 3 plays later, Greg Ward. Good pass, good catch. 5 catches for Ward. Eagles need the ball back. Go for 2 first. Wentz is stopped short, so it's a 5-point game. We'll need to score a touchdown. A field goal can't tie it. Here come the Giants. Daniel Jones. This wouldn't clinch the game, but it certainly would have made it much easier at Ingram. Boy, he took that drop pretty well. Never dropped his shoulders or anything. Deshaun Jackson receives the punt just past the 2-minute warning. It's not the first hit. It's not, you see right there as he tried to get up, kind of spraying that ankle or knee as he's helped off the field. So here we go. Eagles have 2 timeouts, plenty of time to go. Wentz on the run. Nice pass to Richard Rodgers down to the 30 after a Giants penalty to the 21. Still plenty of time, still got 2 timeouts. Boston Scott first down inside the 10. The clock no longer a factor. Now it's just making plays. 3rd and goal. Wentz. Incomplete, but you saw the flag down. Lots of grabbing. There it is. But then an Eagles penalty. Suddenly it's 1st and goal at the 18. And look at this pass from Wentz. Oh, what a dime to Boston Scott. who makes a nice play with his right hand, brings it in, pins it to his chest as he goes in the end zone. And the Eagles have the lead. Giants were out of timeouts when they got the football. Even though they were leading for the fourth quarter, they used all their timeouts. They really had no chance after an offensive holding penalty. By then, it was going to happen, and then the fumble ices it. So there it is. Carson Wentz and the Eagles come from behind. Wentz turns it up in the fourth quarter this season. He has thrown 6 of his 10 scores in the fourth against 2 interceptions. His 8 interceptions in the first 3 quarters, second most in the NFL behind Kirk Cousins.
All right, we're joined by Damien Woody now, and I was just going through your Twitter feed right now. About an hour ago, you tweeted, "This game is disgusting." And that's probably a great way to put it, because there are a lot of fans out there just feeling your pain. Listen, let's start with Carson Wentz here. He's faced a ton of criticism this year. That first half, he did not help himself out. But then, towards the end of the game there, some redemption late in that drive.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we saw like kind of the Jekyll and Hyde of Carson Wentz. You know, this is a guy that sometimes what we see from him is what we call that hero ball. He tries to do too much. We saw intentional grounding. We saw the terrible interception in the end zone. But then we saw the brilliance of Carson Wentz, you know, in the latter part of the game where he, you know, brought the Eagles back to ultimately win the football game. So, listen, at the end of the day, if you're looking at the NFC East, you would have to think the Philadelphia Eagles, they have the best quarterback remaining. If Carson Wentz can eliminate some of the boneheaded plays that was on display tonight, you have to think that the Philadelphia Eagles has the best chance of winning that horrible division.
Do you think some of these boneheaded plays, Damien, you're talking about, is that a confidence thing for Carson right now? It just keeps like building up for him this season.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, as a player, sometimes you just try to do too much. They have so many injuries on that team, and it's Carson Wentz. Sometimes just take the easy money. Don't try to go out there and do something that's out of your realm. And that's what, ultimately costs you sometimes. He just needs to take the easy money, take the plays that are there, and the Philadelphia Eagles will be just fine.
And they are just fine right now because that division is terrible. And I know you've talked about it on all our platforms, have been very vocal about this division, specific teams in this division, by the way. How do you explain this all, though?
Well, listen, I mean, when you could go through all the teams, and there's a litany of issues, from quarterback play, injuries. There's been a litany of things with all 4 teams in the NFC East, and it's just a battle of attrition right now. And again, I'm going to point to the Philadelphia Eagles. They clearly have the best quarterback of the remaining teams in the NFC East. They got a championship pedigree head coach in Doug Peterson. They just got to eliminate the boneheaded plays that has been plaguing them throughout the season. If they can do that, you would have to think the Philadelphia Eagles are going to find a way to win this division.
Yeah, and their next 2 games, very important. They got the Cowboys and the Giants. You would think, looking ahead, Damien, to those next 2 games, that could potentially have massive implications on this division.
Oh, absolutely. I always said that each divisional game, it counts a game and a half. So you took care of business tonight against the New York Giants, and, in back-to-back weeks moving forward, you got 2 more divisional games. So if you go out here and handle business, you essentially have a stranglehold on the NFC East.
All right, Damien, hang on one second. Bucci.
All right, we'll join Damien again in a second. But first, the Raiders. My goodness. Starting offensive line is a problem. Remember, the NFL announced Thursday the Raiders game against Tampa Bay, scheduled for Sunday night, was moved to 4:05 out of an abundance of caution. Raiders have placed 4 starting offensive linemen, safety Jonathan Abram on reserve COVID-19 list. And you saw the Raiders' entire starting offensive line on the COVID reserve list. All right. Weekly walkthrough now. Seahawks and Cardinals. This will be fun with Wilson and Murray. Only quarterbacks in the NFL listed under 6 feet tall. Only one other meeting featuring starting quarterbacks listed under 6 feet tall since 1970. Even in head coach Cliff Kingsbury up-tempo air raid offense, Murray has shown a unique ability to gain yards on the ground. Murray ranks 5th in rushing yards on scrambles since 2019, but leads the NFL with 210 scramble yards this season. Pete Carroll says Murray's running ability presents challenges.
He really presents ultimate challenges. There's only a couple guys like him that are playing this league because of the explosive speed that you see. This year, more than last year, he just looks more in command of the game. He's making really good choices to take advantage of his ability to run. He's going to be difficult. He looked great there on Monday night.
Meanwhile, Russell Wilson has been cooking in 2020. After ranking outside the top 20 qualified quarterbacks in completion rate and yards per attempt against man last season, Wilson has turned things around.